this episode, we play on the world's largest sandcastle, Fraser Island. The world's largest sand island can be accessed from the west and south via ferry. We chose the southern tip of the island and thus embarked on the Manta Ray barge from Inskip Point. After disembarking, we followed the 75-mile beach for a while. This beach is an official highway with a speed limit of 80 km an hour. Also, left-lane traffic rules apply in the same way as on the mainland. Soon we left the beach and took an inland track towards our first campground at Lake Bumangi. As we arrived at 9 o'clock in the morning, we decided to have a look around the surrounding area. A short walk from the campground is the Wongi Sandflow, which we struggled up. After some further exploring, we emptied our shoes and went back to the car. We spent the afternoon driving along the inland tracks of the southwest and came upon this snake, which was very reluctant to move away from the road. Judging from its pattern, it is most likely a python. At this deep and murky waterhole, we checked the water depth and decided to turn back, following a creek bed and crossing an old wooden bridge. The next morning we followed different inland tracks before reaching Central Station. Close by flows the incredibly clear Wongulba Creek. A hiking track follows the creek through the rainforest before climbing up into Pile Valley. For many visitors, Central Station is one of the first spots they see as they access the island from the west. We followed the track towards the western ferry landing and also explored the area around Ngoa, which was blocked the day before through the waterhole. On our third day on Fraser Island, we decided to start very early as our first destination was Lake Mackenzie, the island's major tourist attraction. Arriving there at 7 o'clock, we were the only ones and fully enjoyed this jewel of nature. The clear water looked inviting and we couldn't resist a short swim in the refreshing water. After leaving the lake, we came upon a track leading to Mackenzie Jetty. Not expecting much, we took the turn off and were surprised by the beauty of the former jetty. Moreover, we were happy to see the soldier crab in the sand. As we lifted our eyes from the single crab, we realized that thousands of soldier crabs were moving along the beach. Standing still, the crabs soon came closer to us, digging themselves in and out of the sand. Last but not least, we saw our first dingo on the island. Mackenzie Jetty, one of those chance findings which made us very happy. Following sandy tracks, we came to Lake Wabi. Due to aggressive dingo behavior in the area, we could only see this lake being swallowed by a sandflow from the viewing platform. Back on track, we soon came upon the 75-mile beach again. We drove north until we reached our campsite at the Binham Campsite. Along the 75-mile beach, there are 15 campsites, usually tucked behind the dunes. We found a perfect spot to relax for the afternoon, which in retrospect was our favourite campsite in all of Australia. The day finally became unforgettable when we saw some humpback whales swimming mere meters from the shore. The next morning started with an impressive sunrise before we set out again. Turning inland once more, our path led us towards Lake Garrawongara, one of Fraser Island's 100 lakes. Driving on northwest, the landscape started to change towards a shrub landscape. Not too long ago, a controlled bushfire transformed parts of the Northern Island. But out of the scorched earth, new vegetation was already arising. Before we came back to the 75 Mile Beach, we visited Lake Elum and were lucky to see some of its freshwater turtles looking for food. On our fifth and last full day on Fraser Island, the weather deteriorated, but we still went on to explore the north of the island. Travelling along the beach highway, we passed the pinnacles, took in the views from Indian Hat amid strong winds, and looked upon the champagne pools, which in warmer temperatures are a nice spot for a dip. After some more time on the rough inland tracks of the north, we headed south again, just to see an airplane landing on the beach. Once more we opted for an early start on our last morning and trekked down to the Mahina shipwreck. Driven ashore in 1935, it has been a popular photo destination for a long time. Being there early in the day meant once more that we had the wreck all to ourselves. Last but not least, we took in the clear water of Eli Creek, which in sunshine is a barder's paradise, and then drove through the stream back towards the southern tip of the island. Our Fraser Island venture ended with embarking the Manta Ray barge, but we won't forget the time we spent on the world's largest sandcastle. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. Also make sure to subscribe for more videos to come.